keys for the Browns to get this one. This, again, I've told you that I think the Falcons have some weapons. I think this is a game the Browns should win. This is, if you look at the rosters, even banged up, the Browns have a more talented roster. What are some keys?
Well, as we touched on earlier, offensively, just stay within who you are. You don't need to do nothing outside the ordinary to beat this Atlanta team. Lean heavy in your running backs and hit the big play opportunities when they appear. It's defensively that we have to kind of shift a little bit. We don't obviously know what's going to happen. We don't know if Clowney is going to play. I would be doubtful that Miles goes this week. He could surprise us. But either way, they need some people to step up. Even when Miles was on the field, this team has not been able to really generate the pass rush they should be because Miles is changing the math. He's drawing 2 and 3 people at a time. Someone else should be getting freed up. So they need to, whether it's through scheme or just some movements and personnel around, they need to get a pass rush on Mariota. And it's all hands on deck on the back end. With the injuries at linebacker, everybody has to step up. Now, this game's probably going to be closer than we thought it would have been a week ago. But you got to get this. This is one you have to get because the schedule gets harder coming up. So you can't leave Atlanta without that dub. And I don't see any reason they can't. It's going to take a collective effort from the defense and staying disciplined and all being on the same page.
Now, when you put Phillips in there, in theory, assuming that JOK's groin is okay, now you do have the guys at linebacker that can run sideline to sideline. That helps you out with Mariota. The concern is, can they match up inside with, Pitts and London? Those are big guys. Those are Njoku-type guys.
Yeah, that's a genuine concern. I think this might be a big Martin Emerson game. I think this is one of the reasons you go out and get a Martin Emerson because he's the one piece of the defensive back room that didn't fit the prototype. If you look at Newsome and Ward, they're similar build type players. But then you look at Emerson, you got that big, long corner who likes to play physical. So he might draw a little bit of Pitts and London more regularly than you would have thought going into the season. But there's a reason they couldn't pass up on him. They loved some of his attributes, and he's shown well so far this year. He might be getting a little bigger portion as this year goes on and see a lot more responsibility.